Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. In this episode of FC Recco, we are going to be talking about Harivu, which won the Best Kannada Film National Award of 2014. You may have heard of the director Mansoore, whose recent film Nati Charami dealt with the subject of women's sexuality. Harivu is Mansoore's first film. It is structured like one of those life lesson dramas where two people meet and one of them imparts valuable wisdom to another. You can think of maybe the Tamil film Anbe Sivam, where the older and wiser Kamal Haasan character teaches the younger and brasher Madhavan character a few things about life. But Harivu is a much gentler film and it approaches these life lessons in a slightly more roundabout way. Like Godi Banna Sadharna Maikattu, this is a film about fathers and sons. And throughout the film, we are reminded about this fact. At one point in the film, we get a shot of a father and his young son who asks him for a car. If you notice, this whole thing is filmed in a wide shot. It's as if we hear the voices of the father and son, but the people themselves are lost amidst a mass of other people. It's only later that we see this father and son. Now, as the shot suggests, these are very, very ordinary people. They are one among many. The man's name is Sharanappa and he's played by Sanchari Vijay. He's a villager. He's come to Bengaluru for a particular reason and now he wants to go back home to his village and he has with him a big trunk. He has no money to buy even a bus ticket back home. He keeps flagging down cars asking for a lift. We eventually find out why he's in Bengaluru. He's there because his son Gavi Siddha needs treatment and he's admitted him in a government hospital. There is another father-son track in Harivu and this time it's the father who's bedridden and this time the father is in a private hospital. And in this track we focus more on the son named Suresh and played by Arvind Kuplikar. Suresh is a television journalist. He keeps getting irritated by whatever his father does. In one scene, the father wakes up in bed and says he wants to relieve himself. It's at the hospital. Suresh reaches for the bedpan. He finds it sticky and he is disgusted. He steps out, he finds his mother sleeping and he says, "You take care of father." Suresh's wife accuses him of caring more about his work than about his father. Suresh makes some feeble excuse about who else will pay the bills. But the wife is not convinced and neither are we. So these two tracks intersect when Suresh sets out on an assignment and runs into Sharanappa and gives Sharanappa a lift back to his village. If you watch this film for a little bit, even up to this point, there is no real suspense here, but that is not what the film is after. Harivu opens with this quote: when a child is born, a father is also born. At the other end of the spectrum, we get a quote about death in a puppet show that's based on the Mahabharata, where Arjuna's son Babruvahana asks Krishna if it's okay to kill one's father in the name of Dharma. And in between we get lines like this: father is the myth, mother is the only reality, and father and son perceive time in different ways. When Suresh says he gets irritated by his father's constant calls, his colleague says his father is so busy that he never calls him about anything, where you are, what you're doing, nothing. And the driver of the car says that his father is dead. What Harivu does in its own unhurried way is to emphasize that life is short and that we should value the people around us while they are still around. The acting is not consistently up to the mark and you can see that this film has been made on a very low budget. You can also guess where it's going, but it's not about the destination, it's more about the journey. Mansoore sidesteps as many cliches as he can. For instance, he doesn't keep hammering home the fact that big city people are cruel. He shows it once and then he lets it go. We get very little by way of melodrama, but when the emotions do burst out, they feel earned, they feel real. Small in size, simple in its making, big at heart. That's Harivu. It's available with subtitles on YouTube, so check it out. So that's it for now. See you in the next episode of FC Recco. Until then, keep watching Film Companion South.